What's up, everybody? My name's Stephen Walker. You're watching Walker Outdoors Adventures. And this weekend, we're going to be down here at the, hiking along the Kissimmee River. We're going to start out at Kicco Wildlife Management Area, and we're going to hike down to Starvation Slough, which is where I'm at right now. I'm at Starvation Slough, and I'm waiting for my buddy Soda Pop Hiker to come here, and we're going to drop his truck here. And then we got about an hour and 20-minute drive back north up to Kicco around River Ranch. And we're going to drop my truck there. We're going to hike in, camp tonight. We got about a 7-mile hike in the dark. The moon's out pretty bright. You can kind of see it through the trees there. So we do got a bright moon, but we're going to hike in the dark and about 7.5 to 8 miles. Find a camp. Tomorrow, hopping up, we're going to end up crossing over the Kissimmee River and hiking down through Kissimmee Prairie Preserve. That's going to be nice. And heading on south all the way down to we're going to try to do about 20 some odd miles tomorrow and set ourselves up for around, I don't know, anywhere between 8 to 10 for Sunday so we can get on out of here. These roads around here take a little while to get around to, keep shuttling trucks back and forth. So yeah, for right now, I'm literally just waiting on him to come, and y'all can see the moon. So it's gonna be kind of bright. I've already heard some coyotes. This place right here is in Kissimmee public use area, and it's pretty much rural. And we're hoping to see the Milky Way, because out here there's very little light pollution, almost none really. So looking forward to seeing the stars, and yeah, I'll bring y'all along with me. Pretty excited about this one, so stay tuned. Y'all look at how bright the moon is. Still waiting on a old Soda Pop. He ain't got here yet. It's about 7 o'clock now on Friday, and total trail hiking for this weekend is going to be about 42 miles. So we plan on doing around 7.9 tonight, 20 plus some odd miles tomorrow, and wrapping it up with about 10 or so on Sunday. But man, that moon is lit up out here. Cold front come through today. It's pretty nice. It's about 65 degrees out here. It's gonna be really, really good camping. Stars are coming out. When he gets here, we're gonna load up the old Ford and skedaddle. There's old Soda Pop Hiker. Finally made it. That's a heck of a ride to get out here, ain't it?
Man.
Heck
Holy
yeah.
Cow, I almost hit a dog.
Uh-oh. You sure what, a coyote?
No, it was a little.
Well, you made it by 7:30, so now it says it's an hour and 22 minutes over to Kicco. So,
What?
yeah, we got an hour and 22-minute drive to get over there.
Oh,
So,
man. Well, might as well say 2 hours.
Yeah.
Spent 40 minutes packing my
you got to do what you got to do. Buddy finally made it, y'all. And we're getting ready to pack up and head north. All right, well, as you can see, we made it on trail. Hour and a half later. It's about probably 9:45 or it might be 10 by now. So we're just starting out, headed down to a rattlesnake camp, about 7.9 miles in. And we just drove through River Ranch. That place is pretty cool. All lit up at night. But we parked on the outside of the gate, locked the truck up, and now we're on trail. So we'll see how long it takes us to get to camp. Well, we're about 3.5 miles from camp. It looks like it's pretty much all road from here. What?
Oh, you video?
I'm videoing. I was just telling the people we got 3.5 miles left to camp, and it's pretty much all road. But back behind us, it was I don't know. It was hard to connect the dots. In the forest back there is just growed over a little bit, and the trails hit and miss. Most of the blazes are they need touched up and painted, and a lot of them were laying down on the ground on posts and stuff. But I don't even got my flash on or nothing. It's just that bright out here. It looks like daylight. We got shadows on the ground. Beautiful night to hike. Well, we made it to camp. Here's the rattlesnake hammock camp. We got the tents pitched. Got a little bit of food. It's about 1:20 in the morning. We got a little fire ring there. Doubt we're gonna have a fire this late, but we'll see how much sleep we get tonight and what time we get up in the morning and when we get to moving around. But I'm sure it's gonna be 25 plus miles tomorrow. Either way. Got Soda Pop over there. I don't know what he's doing, but making some grub on Facebook. All right, well, that's it for tonight. We'll see y'all in the morning. Good morning, y'all, from the Florida Trail. We finally found a campsite last night. I think I showed y'all. But today we got some miles in front of us. We're going to do about 26. That's what we're aiming for, around 26 something miles. We're going to end up crossing over the Kissimmee River on the lock and headed south through Kissimmee Prairie Preserve. And 6:30 now, sun's coming up. About the latest we ever got started. That's all right. We hiked till 1:30, so Soda Pop back there gathering this stuff up. But it's gonna be a beautiful day. All right, here's our first blaze for this morning. Leaving Rattlesnake Hammock Camp. Plenty of room at that place, flat ground. I think that's the way it's gonna be. Most everything is flat down here. Here's the sign, as a matter of fact. Rattlesnake Hammock. Now back over there where we were going, I even reserved it. There was a van back there and some campers. Not sure if they're supposed to be there, but either way, we found plenty of room for all of us. But headed down the trail. Here's a peek at the old banks of the Kissimmee River here. The canal still goes straight on down, but this is part of the old river that brings you over here to Kicco. Pretty cool campground down here. Plenty of spots, free if you reserve them. We've been down in here before. You can drive down to it, as you can see. And the trail's right over there, and we've only probably got 2 miles or so, and we'll be crossing over the lock. Let's check out the water. You can bring a little John boat, put it in and out here. You can catch some catfish down here too. They're here, and them what is it, the African cichlids? Mayan cichlids? That's what it is. They're in here. Dad's been catching a few of them. Beautiful morning, y'all. It's an old ghost town. Kissimmee Cattle Company is how they derived the name of Kicco. I don't know when it was, early 1900s. Used to be a schoolhouse and I guess homes. All kinds of stuff down in here. This section through here takes you through some of the most prettiest oak hammocks there is. Especially if you come, even in the summer, because all the ferns and everything are popping up on the trees. This cooler, drier weather's kind of got them dying back, but look at the air plants. Look at these trees. Birds are chirping. A little slice of heaven this morning. There goes the cracker cows. They pretty much just free range out here. in different sections of the property as you hike through. I don't know, about midnight last night, we thought we was gonna have a standoff with them. They all mounted up and started headed toward us.
Over 100 of them.
Over 100 of
Over
them.
100 of them.
But yeah, I clapped my hands, stomped my feet, and they moved on. You know the deal. Almost to the lock. Here's our first look at the lock in the river. We're fixing to cross over it. I got the flags flying. Beautiful morning, y'all. Just a beautiful morning. A little bit of a breeze. I don't know, it's probably 65 degrees out here. And we're fixing to cross over. All right, follow the footsteps. They got little footsteps down on the concrete there. I don't even know if I can make it through that. Had to pick my backpack up. Here's the lock where you bring your boat in and out of. I got stuck in this lock one time during after Hurricane Charlie. Their generators went out and the gates were closed, north and south. And they managed to get them cracked open just enough we could go back to where we was coming from. But that's it for crossing the lock. Matter of fact, the water doesn't look too bad. And we might see if we can get some water through here out of a spigot. A few deer walking down the right-hand side of the road, following the fence line. I don't know if I can zoom in and get them. Yeah, a little bit. There you go. And we're headed that way too. We'll see how close we can get before they haul tail. They ain't bothered by us at the moment, but they will be in a second. Yeah. Says I got to go. It's like, what's going on? Nope. They don't know what to do. It's time to hightail it. There they go. They're not coming back from that one.
Come on, Jerry. Let's go.
Bye, guys. Here we're just now getting into the Kissimmee Prairie Preserve. And they got that's nothing sign in there? They must have took it. There used to be.
Manual.
Yeah, shows the property. Grab one. I'll take one.
I don't want the weight.
Paperweight.
Trail map and guide.
Yeah, that's what we need. It looks like it's gonna be growed over through here, heading down the fence line. Them deer just went right this way too. Probably end up coming back up on them. Y'all, we're in the swamps now. The place is pretty much hog rooted up. And we're just walking hog trails. But it follows the fence line. That water's cold too. But yeah, we're dirty now. We plan on probably being this way for the rest of the trip. We will have some high ground, some hammocks coming up a little later in the day. But I'm sure it goes back downhill at some point. But if we can, maybe we can get close to the river. We can wash ourselves off before we slide into them sleeping bags. There's the blazes. And so far, we've just mainly been following the fence line. But we're getting up into the state park boundaries here shortly. We'll go to the right. And here's the prairie out there. gorgeous. Come up on another deer. Just seen us. It's like, what's going on? See ya. Another one under the tree. A little bit smaller one. There you go. We made it to the North Boundary camp, and they got a pitcher pump here. Not sure if it works. They got a picnic table over here. Hey, there's a mailbox over there too. And we're gonna hang out here, pull our shoes off for a minute, and catch a break. It's about 10 o'clock or maybe a little before. And I'm guessing we've probably been 8.5, 9 miles. So looks like a nice little camp spot. But we're gonna push on. I'll go check that in a minute. I'll let you know if it works. All right, we're leaving our little break area. We couldn't get the pitcher pump to work. We primed it, and it just wouldn't pump. So we got about 5.5 miles to the ranger station, and there's supposed to be water there, probably bathrooms, water. And I hear maybe some rocking chairs, but this thing here, we're headed down the fence line. We're finally off the fence line, cutting through the middle of the property. And it's like a savanna out here. Look at these weeds blowing in the breeze. I don't even know what kind of weeds they are. It's just pretty out here. Blessed to be doing this. Just passing over Pine Island Slough. Not sure why they call it Pine Island. I don't see any pines. It's pretty though. A lot of wading birds right here in this water. We got beautiful weather. But right here where we're walking, this white sand, whoo, it's blinding, and it's like the sun's reflecting off of it. And this is what it looks like. Just a beach sand road. I don't know how far it goes, but it's pretty blinding. Yeah, we got a little snake on the trail. Out sunning, getting all the sun it needs here. Yeah, it's pretty. Look at it shake his head. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it is. Like, hey, you gonna go around me or what? Here's the first sign of some shade on the trail for about 3 miles. That's a pretty exposed section back there. There's been a couple of little water holes like this in the middle of the trail, but we've been able to walk around them. And I suppose I'll be able to walk around this one, stay dry too. Ooh, it looks wetter over there though. Probably only got about 2 miles to the ranger station where they have water. Getting low. Got about half a liter. All right, so it don't look like I'm gonna stay dry here. I don't even know that I'm gonna attempt to. Probably gonna feel good on my feet anyways. Yeah, I'm just gonna get wet. Ooh, that does feel good. I need that. My feet are smoking. I think those soda pops. Oh, he's back there a ways. I caught another gear and took off there for a while. But this water feels good. There goes some deer right at the water hole. Huh. Going right through the middle of this one. There we go. Man, that feels good. Ooh, it feels good. Ooh. Yeah, I'm over knee deep here. It's a pretty good little swamp. See how old soda pop's making out. Yeah, he's coming through it just fine. Beautiful spot. Now I'm refreshed. Hearing that water splash like that reminds me of the ocean to lake. That's a good trail. Pretty wet, but it's good. We're having fun now. Love this stuff. Woo! It just keeps going. More water, more water. Man, this place is awesome. It's definitely gonna slow us down a tiny bit though. It looks like we got through most of the wet stuff for now. And there's the shiny roof right over there. Guess that's where we're headed. There's some vehicles. Hey, I heard there's a viewing platform out here. Yeah, I think there's a stargazing platform somewhere out here.
Oh yeah, that's before that.
Yeah. So that's something we can look for if we go past it. But there's supposed to be some sort of water fountain up here and maybe a concession.
Maybe.
So,
Hiker box.
and I think there's some rocking chairs. Somebody mentioned some rocking chairs. That's where we're headed, to the park office. Get some water. Well, they're making us work for it. Back in the water. Pretty deep too. Whew. But I can see the roof over there. Just gotta walk through this 7-mile slough to get there. What's the name of it? This is the trail. All right, y'all, we made it to the campground. They got water hookups and electric. And see some picnic tables. I'll show you more when we get up here. Curious to see. Got a little weather station here. We got some stuff to check out. Looks like a statue of something up there, huh? A monument or something?
Yeah, I was reading about it in 4 out. It's of a Carolina something. It's a bird.
Scrub bird or something?
This is the last place they saw it before it went extinct.
Oh.
It's a Carolina something.
Well, shouldn't have came to Florida.
Right?
Hello. Got some rocking chairs for us. Park office. I guess we're gonna go in there in just a second and see what they got. Here's the water fountain. We're gonna get some water here. So here's the memorial of the bird we was talking about earlier. The Carolina parakeet. Extinction was 1918. Been a little while, 1918.
Yeah.
And then there's the geocache right there if anybody's looking for it. We got some water there. We sat down at the picnic tables and enjoyed a little lunch or snack. And now we're headed down the trail, and it's 2 p.m. right now. And we're planning on about another 12 miles to go.
Great.
Been real good. Go watch out for gators. They should have told us that before we was waist deep in that water. Gator sitting right there. There. We just left the camping area of Kissimmee Prairie Preserve State Park. Headed south. Should be getting close to the Kissimmee River here shortly. We got like 4 miles left on this road. All right, we're checking in from the trail. And I'll tell you what, this prairie seems to go forever. And the sun's beating down on us now. And this white sand down here is reflecting it. A little bit of a breeze, but it's warm, it's hot. And we had like 5 something miles on this little road here before we even get to a tree line. And it seems like this prairie just keeps going and going, because it has so far. You can see the tree line way up there. That's still about 3 miles probably. Oh, I'm guessing we probably got about 10 miles, 9.5 to camp maybe. It's not even a campground, we're just gonna stealth in an area that we think may be campable. Set us up good for tomorrow. All right, we took a little break here at the Cowboy Crossing campground. It's kind of tucked back into the wood line here. You had a blue blaze down to it a little ways. There is a pitcher pump up this way, and it worked. And we're about to pack our stuff up and keep headed south. We got other places to be besides here. I think we got a slough we're trying to get through before dark because it's supposed to be a little tricky, maybe a little muddy. We don't know.
Gatory.
A little gatory. So, yeah, just a look at Cowboy Crossing Campground. There's your Kissimmee Prairie sun setting. Beautiful. Here we are, we got a boardwalk coming up. Yeah, just deeply shaded with a primordial feel to it. I don't know what's so funny.
It does have a primordial feel.
Just trying to describe it as I see it. Ooh, it's soft.
We don't fall through this.
Yeah, it's pretty soft. Hey, pretty cool though. Glad we ain't got to walk through that. Woo. Check out the sun. Man, living our best life out here. The boardwalk keeps going. I mean, you can walk on it, but it's a little sketchy in spots. You know how much work it takes to put these boardwalks together? Man, no wonder they are here for so long. And we got about 4 miles to where we think we're gonna throw the tents down. Wow, look at that mosquito or spider web. Can y'all see that? Barely. It's right across the trail. Oh, that ain't no good. That's something else. Well, we're hiking into the night again. We probably got a little less than an hour to get to where we think we might camp. Yeah, you can see the pretty skies. Looks awesome. We're moving along all right. We're getting close to parallel on the Kissimmee River and getting closer and closer to it. So check that out. Oh yeah, and we ain't found the moon today. Not yet. We don't know where it's at. Maybe it'll pop up a little later. But as for right now, it's darker now than it was last night at midnight.
Yeah.
Well, the moon finally showing its face. Buddy, it's awesome. That's something else. Like oranges. And then right over here, there's a possum Eyes were shining. But we're getting close. All right, I think we found our home for tonight. Nice little hammock area here. Kick out a little area there. But I want y'all to see this. Look at the water level. This is, let me turn the camera around. Check out the water level. It's pretty much up to my waist right here. This water was high. Anyway, we're gonna set up camp and we may even build us a little fire tonight. Moon finally came up. I think I showed y'all. Anyway, time to set up my tent. Good morning from the Florida Trail. Yesterday we did about 29 miles, somewhere around there, to make it to not a camp, but it's our camp. And now we got about 8.5 to 9 miles today down to Starvation Slough. And we got the coffee going, slept pretty good. Had some pigs come through camp last night, but we're gonna have some coffee and pack up and hit the trail. All right, 6:20 in the morning on the trail. Headed south to the Starvation Slough, but before we get there, I got to stop and check on an area on the river that my dad comes down here fishing. He calls it the catfish hole. I'm pretty sure I can walk over there, but he wanted me to check while I was down here what it looks like, because last time we were there, the banks were eroding away. And after the hurricanes and seeing this water level, ain't no telling what it looks like. But we're headed south. There's the Kissimmee River. We call this the catfish hole right through here. Just off the trail, not by much. We'll come down here and on the boats, catch the punk out of them. But last time we was down here, the banks had eroded away quite a bit and the trees were falling in on the edge of the river. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, it looks pretty good. The banks are still here. I see that one big palmetto bush is in the water down there. But check this out. We'll bring the boat and we'll park it right here, tie it to this tree, and catch the punk out of them right out there. What a beautiful morning.
Looks like a good fishing hole.
It is. All right, we're fixing to leave the Kissimmee Prairie State Park. Come out here and check this place out. It's one of the best places I've ever seen. And we're headed that away through some fence. I think maybe it's some private land that's allows the hikers to go through it, or might be public, but it's not the state park no more.
Deer.
Got deer on the trail up in front of us. There they go. We had hogs come through camp last night. I don't know about what time, but they came through. They smelled us and started squealing. Here's a pretty awesome hunt camp over here on private land. The trail runs right next to it, and the Kissimmee River runs right over there, but somebody's got them a nice little spot. Spend the fall and winter months out chasing deer and pig.
Oh, and it's got a little camp. Woo!
We've made it to a no-name campground, and that's the name of it, No Name. And there's water jugs everywhere. I imagine, well, I don't see a water line up in here, but there's some over there, abundance of jugs here. I was thinking maybe they floated around, but I don't see a water line on these trees.
416,
But
24.
they got a box here.
Water boy.
Water boy. He does a lot
He
of
said there was no
water
up there.
caches. All right, we're gonna check this out and then get back on the trail and head south. The old hogs, they got the trail tore up. There's plenty of hogs out here. We've seen them from the beginning of the trail, from Kicco, all the way up to last night, and there's still plenty of rooting. The trail's taking us through big old cathedral of palm trees and oaks. There's old soda pop. Pretty gnarly looking spot on the trail. We got about 5 to go to the truck. Pretty awesome live oak hammocks in here. They're huge trees. We got about 2.5 to the truck, about 1.5 to Starvation Slough. Looks like we may be wading through that. I'm not sure if there's a bridge or not. But this is an awesome little spot here. These trees are awesome to look at. Here's a pond that's on the side of the trail. You can get down there and get water if you need it. Pretty decent sized little pond. We only got about 0.6 to Starvation Slough. So let's see what that looks like. There's this old soda pop coming now. Well, the trail has turned to mud. We got a bridge here. This must be the slough. I got a bridge over it. All right. Not what we thought. We thought we was gonna have to wade through this. And this is Starvation Slough. You hear them dogs? I'm wondering if that's the dogs at that house where we were parked. It's muddy through here though. Woo! I'm glad we're getting in your truck and not mine.
Take your damn shoes off.
Oh boy. Well, it turned into a slog right through here.
Man, I bet it could be worse.
Yeah, it could be way worse. We know that for sure. Just wonder how long that bridge has been up back there over the slough. Because on far out, it shows people walking through it. Maybe that's the most of it. Give us time to dry out before we get to the truck. Here's a Starvation Slough tent campground. And we only got less than a half a mile to the truck. There's some sort of awning here. Let's see what it is. Just covered picnic tables. But it looks like this place you can drive into if it ain't so muddy. Yeah, there's more tents over there. I meant tents. Picnic tables over there. Yep. You can put quite a few people in here. You can camp under this if you wanted. Almost out of here for today. It's not even 10 o'clock in the morning. And we got an hour and a half back to my truck and a couple hours back to the Lakeland. Doing pretty good. All right, y'all, we made it. Made it by 10 o'clock. The truck's still here. This is a little boat ramp area for airboats. Practically just drop them on the ground and buzz across the ground out to the airboat trails. But this is Starvation Slough, wildlife management area, public use area, whatever you call it. And that's 42 miles for the weekend through some of the prettiest areas I've seen on the trail. And I even think Soda Pop would vouch for that What do you think about this section particularly?
Yeah, this is beautiful.
One of the better ones.
Beautiful can't miss section.
And if you want to do any night hiking by the moon, one of the best sections for that. And I suggest do as you may, but use caution hiking it during the summer because there is no shade for miles and miles and miles. But that's it for this one. We'll see y'all on the next hike.